Welcome into the motherfucking Bro Force Squad podcast.
I was not even warned you were
got-
going to do this.
Welcome into the motherfucking Bro Force Squad Hall of Fame. Nope, this is a podcast. It should be a Hall of Fame though. We're here to give you another world famous movie commentary on Snakes on a Plane. We got our movies paused at about the 14-second mark here on HBO Max. Now, while you guys get catched up with us, let's go around the aircraft and meet the fellow bros. As always, I am Brian Banner, and to my right, we have the motherfucking lawyer of this motherfucking podcast, Ronnie motherfucking Cycling. Now, Cycling, I know you told me I can't talk about that time that we had to put Geiger into witness protection, but what is the official statement on the matter?
First of all, can I just say I'm impressed at what you're doing, and the fact that you keep going with it. Honestly, kudos to you. I could not stick to a bit this long.
I blacked out.
Yeah, I don't even know what just happened. But to your second point about what's going on with Geiger, let's just say he's in a safe place, and he can hear you right now. So feel free to say anything you want.
That makes me nervous.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I said he's in a safe place.
A safe place. Okay.
Yeah. Just think about it and get back to me after the movie.
Yeah. I'll have my people call your people.
I am your people.
Hold on. I got to go make sure all my doors are locked real quick.
They're not. They're fine.
All right.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's fine. Again, on HBO Max, we're watching Snakes on a Plane. We have our movies paused at roughly the 14-second mark. New Line Cinema is fully up on the screen. We're going to hit play in 3, 2, 1, play. Snakes on a Plane.
So I have not seen this in quite a while, but it was probably like the Sharknado before Sharknado. You know what I mean? Like I feel this movie.
This is definitely a precursor to Sharknado. This is one of the first like action, just stupid ass movies that knew it was stupid as fuck and didn't take itself seriously.
See, it's interesting you say that because I felt like I believe that, and then when I watched the movie, I felt like they actually did try to take it seriously. Like I was impressed. I was impressed with the attempts, like the cinematography, the directing, they were.
Oh, it's very well made.
Yeah,
it is very well made. It's just, having snakes hijack a plane is just the idea you're already starting in the whole.
Well, that's what's so funny about it to me. Oh God, yeah, I forgot that too. That's what I think is funny about this movie, because it would be something that you would see on like the Sci-Fi Channel. That's absolutely ridiculous. Man, what a move! Oh, yeah. That was a shot of the film. But I just felt like they really did try to like maybe it's one of those things like halfway through filming, they're like, guys, this is a gimmick. This is
what are we doing? What are we doing? Yeah.
But yeah, this was what year was this movie?
I believe it was 2006.
Oh yeah, so we had
this
just
was
finished high
school. End of high school, early college for us and most of our demographics here. I remember the marketing for this movie was insane. And it actually came up in some of my college courses about like the viral marketing that movies like this have. The Dark Knight was real successful with it. Jurassic World was too. And this was, again, ahead of its time. There was a phone number, like a website you can go to, put in your phone number, and Sam Jackson would call you.
Yes.
Telling you about Snakes on a Plane. Do you remember this?
I do remember this, yeah. Actually, I didn't think about it until...
Every single person from my phone got a call from Sam Jackson.
Yeah, I mean, this was. I think they like again like. I think box office wise, it made double the money than its budget. So nothing crazy. But I don't think that's where you give credit to the marketing. You put even with Samuel L. Jackson in this movie, I think you don't do that heavy marketing. I don't think people see this movie.
Absolutely not. There are snake. It is literally called Snakes on a Plane. There's nothing better.
But again, we'll get into it as the plot develops here, because they really do introduce us exactly what's going on here in a second. I remember this movie.
They get to it quick too.
Yeah, the movie starts with a bang, but like I do feel like the snakes on the plane. Yeah.
Wow.
Like, good product placement right there. Yeah, here we go. But even the snakes on a plane part, like that's such a gimmick. But when you it's not funny in the movie. They're like, it's the mafia doing a hit job. Like it's it's just a funny concept.
It's just so ridiculous. Yeah, it's so ridiculous it can't be taken seriously.
See, I don't know, man. I remember walking. It's been probably 10 years since I've seen this, but I remember walking out being like, you know what? They made that half believable.
I don't know. To have that many,
we'll see.
I don't know.
We're coming at it from different places, which I like. So we'll see how we feel throughout the film. By the way, I cannot see you. I'm looking in in a different direction.
You're literally watching the movie with me.
Yeah.
There we go.
I was like watching my screen, watching your screen.
Baby Banner was making a couple business calls earlier.
Yeah. Starts out immediately with, what do you do in this situation when this is you? Like, I honestly would be like, guys, seriously, I'm not going to tell anyone. Like, just let me go.
At that point, you definitely don't get on a bike. It's too loud. Yeah. That's
I just hold up.
Yeah. You play dead. So cycling, I was telling you about the Snakes on a Plane drinking game.
Okay, yeah, I might do this in a modified form.
Yeah, no, you can't. You will literally die if you try and do this, especially at our age. Maybe when we were like 21, 22, we could have hung. Rules. 1, anytime you see a snake, drink 1. Anytime a snake bites somebody, drink 1.
Jesus Christ.
A snake bites somebody who really had it coming, drink 1. The phrase snakes on a plane is said 1 chug. Samuel L. Jackson says motherfucker or its equivalents 2 chugs. Note, this does mean that the phrase I want to see these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane is 4 chugs. All car keys, that's funny. All car keys must be turned over to a non-drinking referee prior to playing.
Wow. I honestly, someone had to have done the math on this, right? Like what it actually adds up to.
They had to. I remember playing one every time you go into snake mode, it was like a waterfall.
Oh, God. Yeah, it would have to be. I'm trying to see. I wonder how much did Samuel Jackson, I wonder, get paid for this? Because is there anyone else who's reputable in this movie? You said Kenan.
But in 2006, was he that reputable? I mean, he was.
No, I mean, was he even on SNL yet?
No, I don't think so. He's fresh out of all that.
Yeah.
Goodberg.
Do you remember there was a song too? There was a song that they came out on the radio before this movie. Do you remember that? Like that was a thing when we were growing up.
Oh yeah.
We don't have that anymore.
There was a hot band or whoever, and they did the soundtrack to the movie.
Like even just like, oh, this movie's coming out, and here's the movie's title song, or I don't think does that happen anymore.
Oh, not. I mean, I think Black Panther did a little bit with Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
But they don't, and the Lexus commercials and stuff. But they don't do. I don't think they do.
Well, it ended with the. I feel like that genre was of the time, where we got movie trailers where it was in a time when science and real life and it's just that voiceover and asteroids are coming and blah 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 and you're like, yeah, we don't get those trailers with the voiceovers anymore.
So the budget for this movie, with the CGI and all the snakes, this is kind of surprising. It's so low. I guess it's pretty shitty quality though. But it was only $33 million.
So, and I want to look this up because Samuel L. Jackson, I bet, has to be like 10 million of that.
At least 10 million of that.
That's what's be funny.
Box office was 62.
By the way, I just looked this up. That phone call thing you referenced for the marketing had 1.5 million calls in the first week.
I was probably 50 of them.
You're just like, I just want more calls.
I thought it was so fucking funny. I don't know. Is there a way to look up how much
I'm trying to find
Sam
it.
Jackson
Because I'm genuinely curious. Like,
now, I also know Sam Jackson isn't. Obviously, he's about money. He's in every fucking thing out there. But it's really just because, and he said, I want to say it was an Oprah interview, that he follows some list that he was number one on, and then all of a sudden Harrison Ford became number one. I can't remember if it was, I think it was most money grossed from movies you are in.
Really?
Like a ridiculous stat. And he was at like,
because I guess you add all the Star Wars movies, even if he's in it for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, anything that he's in, and you got the diehards. But
I mean, the thing about him is like he can just come into a movie. He just plays himself.
I know.
Like he's just like,
it's
the
yet
best.
It's different every time. He's very, what's the right word?
Is it? Is he really that different as Mace Windu? He just doesn't cuss.
Yeah.
He's still like a hothead bat. Oh yeah, there's Kenan.
Yeah. Is that Jamie Foxx light?
Yeah. Like, yeah, I'm really curious if there's anyone else like decent in this movie.
I mean, I'm not one that would really recognize names.
Well, sometimes like I was watching like
That's hot.
Johnny Darko the other day, and like all of a sudden there's Seth Rogen in the background. Like
totally forgot he was in the background of that.
Yeah. Sign her boob. I love it. How often do you have to sign people's boobs? Mainly it's men's boobs, but
I mean, a boob's a boob, right?
Yeah, especially fans of this podcast. It's mainly Geiger's boobs.
How many times do you think they had to shoot that?
I'd be like, I didn't get the take. I got to do it again. Sorry, guys.
Sorry.
Oh, I forgot. Isn't he like a big germaphobe or something?
He's a big germ guy.
Yeah. Sorry, director. I need to sign that tit again. I did. I feel like I can do it better next
I did
time.
dot my I right.
Yeah. I'd be like, hey, can you come back to the trailer? Let's rehearse this scene.
I'm sorry, guys. I know this is my bad. I crossed the I's and dotted the T's. I fucked up.
The brunette flight attendant has definitely been in things. I know that's very...
I feel like she has been, and it's as another flight attendant.
I'm going to have to look her up. She was definitely in something semi-famous. Like
semi-famous. That's how you want to be known. I'm that one chick from that one movie that was semi-famous.
So, by the way, the original film, they changed the movie. So Samuel L. Jackson agreed. Fun fact, since Jeff's not here.
Oh, yeah. Ding, ding, ding.
Samuel L. Jackson agreed to star in this movie before he ever read the script. And then they wanted to make it more serious. They changed the title to Pacific. Let's see. To Pacific Air 121. And he was pissed, and he made them change it back.
That's a terrible title. So it is. They do know that it's a joke.
See, no, I think that was them trying to take it seriously. I think they were saying, no.
Sam Jackson was like, no. You guys don't know what you have here. I also love that he took the job just off the title. That's some Broforce Squad shit right there.
And that's the thing. It's like, man, Samuel L. Jackson, when you get to be at a point in your career and life, like, to where you're like, you know what, this is going to be fucking stupid, and I'm going to do it.
Yeah. He just, at this point, he was just riding the wave, having a fucking blast.
I am not finding how much he made You know, it's funny because usually you find out how much someone was paid for these movies.
Yeah.
I bet you it's like half.
It's got to be. I say it's between 10 and 15 million of the 33 million budget.
Oh yeah. I always wanted to be. So there's been one time in my life I've been on a plane where they had stairs.
Oh.
And that was my flight from Dallas to Qatar when we were going to Thailand. It was one of the biggest planes I've ever been on, and
I've never been in a plane that has stairs.
It was so cool. And I remember so I couldn't go up the stairs, like they have it, like it's like security. But I remember standing there being like, wow, this is pretty crazy. I'm on a plane and there's a staircase going up.
I'm basically in a flying apartment building.
Oh my God.
That's what's his face?
Seriously. That is his face.
Yeah.
So we got two semi-famous people here. I'm gonna look him up.
Yeah. That means we are semi. I don't know. I got nothing.
Oh, David Koshner. He's always in a lot of things.
Now,
he was an Anchorman and The Office. Sorry, go ahead.
Just to catch the folks up at home, what we are currently seeing here, what's going on is we've got dude with Sam Jackson right here. He is in witness protection. He's got to get to LA to testify against the Hawaiian mob. I can't even say that with a straight face. And
the Hawaiian mob is vicious, dude.
They are commandeering the entire top floor. Meanwhile, the Hawaiian mob is putting pheromones all over these flowers, and that is to when they're activated, I believe. Is that
you get a lay when you're leaving? Yeah, they have to be. Do you get a lay when you're leaving Hawaii? I feel like
when I went to Hawaii, I did not get a lay when I was leaving.
Did you get a lay when you landed?
When I arrived. When we landed, I did.
So I've always wondered, who gives that to you? Is it the airline or is it like Hawaii's like transportation?
Honestly, I think it was just some chick.
Like you didn't even know her.
Yeah.
So this woman that I said, this flight attendant brunette, she has been in some things. So she was in ER. She was the main role in CBS's The Good Wife, which I've never watched, but it's been on the air it was on the air for 9 years.
I was gonna say I heard good things.
So she's relatively successful.
Not Sam Jackson's successful.
No, I mean, considering you said he's the most highest grossing actor of all time, then.
I don't think it's grossing as far as his income.
No, of course. The movies he's been in, yeah. Yeah, I was like, I knew. It's funny for her being relatively successful. Looking at her movies, it looks like she has been in some bad movies, some Broforce-esque movies. There's a movie called Ghost Ship, which I've never heard of, but I feel like we need to watch it.
You've never watched Ghost Ship?
No, is it good?
Dude, you would love it.
Oh, rocking 16% on Rotten Tomatoes. I love it.
I actually watched it for the first time on a cruise.
Oh my God, did it freak you out?
Yeah, I was like 14, I think. So yeah, I was a little freaked out.
I have to check this
Not as freaked out as I was when I went and saw Darkness Falls. I slept the fucking lights on for like 3 weeks. Watched it a few years ago, did not hold up.
Yeah, I don't think that would. Let's see. I have another fun fact. So, like, I don't know if this is true. This is insane. They used 450 real snakes.
Wow.
Shia LaBeouf was offered the role of the main guy.
Oh God, Shia LaBeouf! That would have made it even better.
Oh, absolutely would have.
Although this was like right before he went like batshit fucking nuts crazy.
Dude, this was
because when it was Transformers.
Well, that was and Disturbia. Do you remember Disturbia?
Disturbia Top 100. Check out Broforce Squad episode. Dude. I'm not sure.
And it's just a movie and an episode. I'm not sure. It's just a movie no one talks about.
It is the best rendition of Rear Window and modernized version of Rear Window out there.
Unless you watch Clubhouse Detectives. I'm not joking. Clubhouse Detectives, like 1996 kids movie.
I guess.
Disturbia stole everything from them. Looking badass over here.
Is that the guy that's in trouble? Or I thought it was the other dude.
I think that's the guy who killed the guy.
Oh, I forgot about that fucking dog.
Is it like that's not Heather Graham. That's like a Heather Graham wannabe, right?
Oh yeah, that's mail order bride Heather Graham.
Because she almost looks like the Heather, like obviously in The Hangover.
Yeah.
Like that's almost like
that chick with the baby. That chick with the baby is like online dating, like real life online dating Jessica Biel. Like your online dating picture is Jessica Biel, and then when you show up, you get this chick.
It's her.
Yeah, that's her.
Fucking Americans. Who is that guy?
Was he British?
I wasn't. Honestly, I wish the subtitle writer had let us know.
I know.
I want to start saying that to people. Fucking Americans. Like, you are American. No, I'm Canadian.
Are American. What are the guys called that write the subtitles? I remember it's like a dream of yours to be one of those guys.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely a dream of mine. Watch movies in Thai. So I think I've said this before on some episodes. My favorite thing about them is the things you get in brackets, or like that's them. Like if they say eerie noise or synthesizer, that's up to them. They get to be
3Gs right
3Gs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I always love that because I'm like, dude, I want that job. You're just watching shows and movies all day and you're just typing.
Now, Cycly, let me ask you this. This is one of those planes, or how many planes have you been in that has like the 2, the 3, and the 2?
I've been in plenty. A handful of times I've been in a 353 or 253. Oh, sorry, 252. Wow. Yeah.
Wow, brag. That's brag.
Yeah. The one I was talking about that had the staircase, I'm pretty sure was 252. Which was pretty cool. I don't know. There's something I'd rather. I know this sounds real. I don't know if you feel this way. If I'm going to travel, I'd almost rather travel like 8 to 10 hour flight because the planes are always just nicer. Like,
oh yeah,
you get on those like 2-hour flights and you're on this like rinky-dink 2-in-1 planes and you're just like, dude.
Oh, no. She wants it so bad.
Where are you? Sorry, I just accidentally hit my remote and.
Well, god damn it!
I know. I think I might
have to find my remote.
Oh, it's fine. I can't be too far behind.
Let's see.
Just tell me what's happening in yours.
I've got a timestamp of 2031.
Okay.
They're doing the emergency exit dance.
Perfect. Yeah. And no, my remote was to my right. I wish flight attendants were this hot.
Right?
Every so often.
Normally they're just like fucking assholes. That's not true. I very rarely have found a mean flight attendant.
One time I was on a flight, and you know how like they'll have coworker like flight attendants who aren't working but on the plane.
Yeah.
Like I sat next to a flight attendant who worked for the airline who was just getting to her next job. And she gave me like all the details about like,
wow.
It was so cool sitting next to her because she was just being like, oh yeah, this is how it works, and like how they know, like how they deal with difficult passengers and things like that, and who to serve and who to not serve, and I was just like, this is kind of cool getting in the details.
That would be. I'd watch that documentary.
Well, dude, what's funny about it, this is true. She served me. She had given me. This might have been to Jeff's wedding. It might have been like a year ago. She served me like I ordered like a whiskey or something, and she sat next to me on the next flight, and I was like, hey. She was like, oh yeah, Mr. Knob Creek or whatever. And I was like, yeah. I was like, is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing that you remember me my order? She was like, no. I was like, I only got one.
Yeah, you only got one at a time.
Yeah, I didn't double order.
I feel like his necklace, the main guy, I don't know his actual name or his character's name. So the main guy, he needs a shark tooth necklace, not that like shell thing he has.
Dude, no. Remember those puka shell necklaces?
Oh yeah,
in 6th, 7th grade. Did you ever have one?
I did not have one my own, but my grandmother loved puka shells, so I always like played with hers. And then when me and Mama Banner went on our honeymoon to Hawaii, I got at our luau, I got a puka shell lei, which was pretty cool.
Ooh.
Still have
Yeah.
that.
That was in the era of those listening who may be a little younger than us. Puka shell necklaces and bleached hair.
Oh,
For the
definitely had the
guys.
bleach hair, the bleach tips.
But it was the top of the head, not the whole head was bleached.
Yeah, just the tip.
It
was like take a bowl cut and only dye the bowl.
Yeah. I really, my parents, I don't know, coming from an immigrant household, they just did not let me partake in any of those fads. Like I would never been allowed to wear a necklace like that, do anything. I remember begging my parents, like in elementary school, for a Nike. Remember the Nike swoosh in the back of the heads?
Yep.
Yeah.
I do remember that. I think I got a star one time because we were like in the finals of like a baseball tournament or something. I don't remember. That was one thing I was my parents were very cool about, is they always let me kind of express myself in the weirdest way, like dyeing your hair and wearing jinkos and.
Oh yeah, you had to. Sorry,
Yeah.
this scene is hilarious. This would be me. This would be me. Like I take boxing classes here, and I would be someone who's like, "Yeah, I'm a boxer." I'm like, "Yeah, me too."
I'm this other guy that's like having allergies and is super paranoid about everything. He's like, someone's fucking weird.
I'm like, "You're always." I'm like, "Stop smoking weed." You're like, "No, it's not the weed that's making me suspicious."
No, that's definitely not it. That's actually calming me down away from the suspiciousness.
Are you a paranoid flyer? Are you stressed?
Honestly, no. I can't, not so much now that I have a 4-year-old, but prior to that, I could literally fall asleep on a plane before the wheels took off, and I don't wake up until the wheels hit the ground. Now, I have like one of the worst neck aches of my life afterwards for about a day and a half, but yeah, I don't, flying doesn't really bother me at all.
Man, I wish I could sleep on a plane. Cannot. Maybe I'm just always paranoid that there's going to be snakes on it. You have to say, that's a pretty powerful mob to get snakes on the plane.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, great. And this was like not that far post 9/11. So to get stuff like through security and all that shit, like this isn't people you want to fuck with.
That's what this movie actually is, a commentary on the uselessness of the TSA post 9/11. It's really the woes of the American passenger. This movie is very symbolic in that sense. Also, nowadays with the shortages, there's like 10 people on this flight. You see how many empty seats there are? They'd have canceled this flight.
Yeah, this flight is losing so much money that it would have been canceled 3 times over.
Oh yeah.
Unless the FBI bought it out. Did the FBI buy it out?
I don't know. They might have.
To get him.
Oh yeah, she's saying right now you're commandeering the plane. I love the "you people" thing. So yeah, they must have. I don't know why she'd be upset about that though.
Isn't this her last flight? Or...
Yeah, why would she be upset there's less people on the plane?
Yeah, there was something with her. Obviously, we were paying real close attention, but it's her last flight or her first flight back or something. She's getting a divorce. I'm not sure.
Yeah, like I can't get over how much this girl looks like Heather Graham.
And this guy, when he has his sunglasses on, to me looks like Jamie Foxx.
I think they have to go. I really feel like that's what they're going for here, right? Like,
yeah, they're like, look, we can't actually afford these actors, so like, who's like not even the next best option, but like the option after that.
That's what I like, because that's what they would do on the Sci-Fi Channel, right? Like they would be going for.
Yeah.
Like
because they want to get some fucking idiot like us that's like skipping through channels and go, wait a minute, is that Jamie Foxx? Go back, watch it for a little bit until we go, oh no, it's not Jamie Foxx, but then we don't turn the channel.
Dude, this girl is thirsty.
Yeah, she is. But I mean, don't you want fake Jamie Foxx's dick too?
Okay, fine. You just get me.
I do.
I like the shot, man. Ooh, the snakes are getting pissed. They saw the clock and they're like, it's time. This is it.
And like,
Here we
there's
go.
just a fucking basically an explosion in the cargo hold.
Yeah. I forgot about these like shots of the snake's eyes. Like,
Dude,
snake vision.
This was one. It was a waterfall. Every time you saw snake vision, you just bottoms up.
Oh shit!
Oh,
so should I be drinking right now?
Dead,
Oh yeah.
Oh, I forgot about the honeymooners.
Oh
this
God,
is one,
yes, great sex scene here.
Yeah, this is one on the drinking game where, like, yeah, they deserve it.
I mean, I do respect mid fucking death, like mid fucking dash death.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever seen Thanksgiving, which I cannot believe we've never done?
I have not. I have not, but I know you.
There is a scene. There's a sex scene. Spoilers out there. If you want to see Thanksgiving and skip over 15 seconds, there's a scene where a guy is having like banging his girlfriend from the back, and all of a sudden the turkey kills him mid thrust, and then the turkey continues fucking the girl, and the girl has no idea she's getting fucked by a turkey dick. That is true. I'm not making any of that up.
Guy, like, either his dick is like a turkey's dick, or that girl doesn't know what. Yeah,
I'm just saying. That's and how are they even getting this on the plane? Like, I mean, do we get any boobs here, or just kind of side boob?
So. Doesn't she get? I think she gets bit on the boob.
Oh, there we go. There's the boob. I might be ahead of you.
I'm pretty sure. No, that was right on cue.
Oh, nice. I'm just, I thought you'd say something about the boob.
This guy is pretty. Oh yeah, he's getting into it.
Oh, that was like, just a.
Yeah, there was no like.
They are really going for it here. I don't remember them like. This movie originally was PG-13, and Samuel L. Jackson got mad about that.
Yeah, no.
Do you think they were like, fine, Samuel L. Jackson, here's some tits?
Well, that he says motherfucking about 10 times.
Yeah, because you get as we discussed earlier, you get one fuck in a PG-13, right? Non-sexual fuck.
We did have that conversation earlier today. Snake vision again for those playing the drinking game.
I've always wanted to see a girl's tits through snake vision. It's been my dream.
Right?
You've heard me talk about that with writing subtitles.
I'm pretty sure. I thought she.
God, these snakes are vicious, bro.
Jugular. Yep.
Yeah.
City. I knew it.
I mean, dude, you blame the snake? I would too.
Yeah.
I like this old woman. Yeah, those were the days.
Yeah. Talk about thirsty. Jeez.
This guy is really good. She's like, I'm going to take a turn. I always feel like if someone actually does join the Mile High Club, like, how obvious is that?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, honestly, sure, it's the dream. It's something you can say you've done, check it off the bucket list. But, like, just the physics and spacing of it, I feel like that would be extremely difficult.
I think you're not doing it for. There's no way you're doing it to get off. Like, I just don't think there's anyone doing that. Like, maybe they are. Maybe someone who definitely knows. But like, I feel like it's more about saying you did it.
Yeah, it's a notch in the bedpost.
David Coach. I didn't know he was one of the pilots. Okay, yeah.
So they're 150 miles south of Los Angeles.
Yeah, it's like 20 more minutes of flying.
Yeah, that's like 45 minutes of flight.
I love. No one notices this.
No. And granted, sure, it's not a full flight, but like the lack of bags underneath the seat in front of you is crazy. Are you a shoes off guy on the plane?
No, fuck that. That's disgusting.
No, I'm not either.
Like, I get it. Like, you know what? If you're wearing flip flops, that's technically like that's not as bothersome. But anyone who takes their shoes off,
See, and I'm not even a flip flop or a sandal guy.
Oh, I'm not saying you should be. I'm just saying that's more acceptable. Like if
Yes,
you're wearing,
I would agree with you.
but someone I've literally seen people take off their socks and shoes. I like what is happening, and then put their feet on things. Like, dude, like what are we doing here? Did he just talk to his penis and say, "Where's my big boy"?
I think
you ever do that?
I can't say that. Oh God, this is like a fucking worst nightmare of mine.
Oh, that's you're
snake
peeing on
coming up the toilet.
This is like what every kid is.
But, like honestly, that guy again had it coming.
Oh, how did his head explode?
I mean,
oh damn. He's like, not again. Oh man, so we've got snakes biting tits and snakes biting dicks. That's what this movie should have been called.
An extremely intense movie.
You're really saying waterfall every time snake vision? That's impossible.
I'm saying, man, them's the rules.
Who wrote this?
Back to the shoes thing. I'm a strict tennis shoes guy on a plane. And you can thank movies that have crashed planes to thank for that.
Ooh, good.
This is getting interesting now.
I am a Chacos type person. I want the stability, but also the free. Like if I'm on a long flight, like I don't want my feet, getting held up.
I can see that. But my thing is, if a plane goes down, and we follow all the emergency instructions that we love at the beginning of the flight,
I respect that.
Yeah, so I want to be prepared. I think the worst thing would be is to have flip-flops on, and then you're on some stranded beach, like Lost, and...
Fuck. That would be funny if that, like, a guy rewatched Lost. That would be funny if that was in the pilot. Like, someone like, why wasn't I wearing tennis shoes?
I should have been wearing tennis shoes.
Fuck, now I'm going to,
Snake was, like, totally getting it on with that lay. Pun intended.
This is a very sexual snakes.
I forgot how sexual this movie was.
I mean, I'm kind of getting turned on.
Do you think that was a rattlesnake getting her?
Oh, I like that. Going in backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're men of sophistication here on the Bro4 Squad.
Obviously.
I mean, movies like this and snakes biting tits and snakes biting dicks.
That's your tagline.
I mean, that's the original name of the movie. That's why Samuel L. Jackson.
Snakes on a plane. Snakes biting tits and biting dicks. Here we go.
Like, who hasn't always wanted to see that?
God. Now I get like you're in the storm and you're over the ocean, but like you're 150 miles from.
That's LA. Really not far in plane terms.
You can. Yeah, in plane terms, I mean that's literally a 45-minute flight. Like they don't even serve drinks on a flight that short.
I would say I always feel like they make the announcement when they're about 150 miles, like prepare for landing. Like
yeah.
All right, we're gonna come through, pick up your trash.
Is that a manual? What kind of a fucking pilot are you?
He's a pilot, not a mechanic. And you know what sucks? He was 3 days from retirement.
Of course he was. That was a long waterfall. That was a good one.
God.
That one right there, if you're keeping track at home, that one right there should have, when you were done, go, wow, I've made a mistake. Because, boom, there was another one. Somebody got bit. That's another drink. Like, you're fucked up by this point.
This is the stupidest fact on IMDb I've ever seen. This is Kenan Thompson's first or second rated R movie that he co-stars in. What?
His first or his second?
Or second. Thank you for...
Yeah. Was like Good Burger supposed to be rated R and that would have been his first, but then they dropped it down to G?
Yeah, what a weird first or. Like, is it that, like, was there a tie? Like... Oh, now all of a sudden she wants the agent after bitching the whole time. I wonder if she was mad at him because she does first class and she gets like tips or something. Who knows?
Oh yeah, we all know the FBI doesn't tip well.
Yeah, if at all. I can't take him seriously.
I can't either.
He's
especially with the fucking belt buckle on right now. Like, it looks like he's trying to be like a professional pilot, and he's got this big ass rodeo belt buckle on.
Yeah. Damn, 450 snakes were used, including a 22-foot Burmese python was used.
I don't do snakes. I fucking hate snakes.
I know you don't do snakes. That's why I said that. That's pretty crazy.
That's a fuck ton of snakes.
Wow. During a screening in Phoenix, Arizona, there was a live diamond rattlesnake found in the parking lot.
Nuh-uh.
I wonder if someone brought it to be a dick. I'm like, dude, that's like
lot, that's not cool. Like, if it was in the theater, that would have been fucking insane.
Dude, that could actually kill someone, man. Like,
does turbulence bother you in a plane?
It depends. Not really. Like, so I remember there was like, I think you can watch. There's a pretty cool like YouTube video or something like actually explains turbulence and like how really like turbulence makes sense. Like, you're high up. All it is like you're bouncing. Like, how strong the air is up there, and it's like you're like inherently like, dude. Even just little bounces feel like so much because of your speed and altitude.
Yeah.
So that's always made me. There's been only a handful of times where I've been like, I do not like this, and it's usually on landings. Like, turbulence while you're about to land is.
I don't like taxiing because when I was little, I saw like 2 planes taxiing, and like their wings went right through the fucking cockpit through the middle.
What?
And like decapitated all these fucking people. Yeah. So I don't
like. You
taxiing.
saw this?
No, like on a TV or something.
Oh, I thought you were literally like at the airport and saw it. I was like, what the fuck? You've never. All the years I've known you.
Again, if I saw it in person.
God. How does that even happen?
See, all these snakes look fake. So how did they use 400 snakes?
I don't even know. Yeah, these are like, yeah. I like this guy.
Yeah. Allergy guy.
Like, not again.
The only time I don't like, is I don't like landing in rain or like snow.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm pretty good with everything else. I'm not.
When I was in Thailand,
I'm not a big fan of taxiing or like. How did the snake get in the throw-up bag?
Don't even worry about it. God, these are pretty gruesome deaths, man. Yeah, if you've ever go to Thailand and fly domestically there, I swear I've never been on landings like that. Like, they are going the speed they've been traveling while they're landing. It's so freaky.
Like, super fast. Here's a fun fact that I'm pretty sure is true. There are no snakes native to Hawaiian Islands.
I guess that makes sense. Like, how would they have gotten there?
And so they're really, really strict. Like, I don't think you can buy snakes or own snakes in a.
Well, I know like Australia is extremely strict with animals.
Yeah.
And who they can introduce to their environment. I mean,
Hawaii's the same way.
I mean, was Hawaii ever even part of like Pangea? Has it always been an island? Like,
I'm not smart.
There had to have been people got there, so unless they like discovered it by when boats were first discovered.
It was the Tahitians, right?
Yeah, so it had to have been.
Yeah, Tahitians and Polynesians, I think, are who settled those islands.
Yeah, so that makes sense. That wouldn't be.
You can't tell me with this scene they were trying to take it seriously.
I still think you're right. It's stupid and over the top, but they're still taking it like
they're trying. Like, actors aren't mailing it in. They're fun with it. That's where it's good. It's not a you're dead. It's not like they think they're making a great movie. They know they're not making a good movie.
Oh God.
Look at that. Come on.
No, that's an Oscar-worthy shot right there.
chick vomiting on Snakes on a Plane nominated for Best Supporting Actress.
Be like MTV Movie. I wonder if this was nominated for an MTV Movie Award.
For Best Villain.
Yeah, snakes. Could you imagine the snake going up there holding that giant golden popcorn and be like, hey guys, first off, I want to thank God. First and foremost, Jesus Christ.
Dang, that person just took a stiletto to the ear.
Which is not a place you want to get stilettoed.
Yeah. No.
Oh, God.
Do you think he's still in her?
Huh? Sorry?
Nothing. No, it was inappropriate.
I'd absolutely go like, oh yeah, he's definitely in her. I was like, doesn't matter, had sex.
Yeah, it still counts.
I mean, if you're gonna go being, inside another female is not a bad way to go, I guess. Died happy.
Hopefully. Forget if they killed the baby or not. Oh yeah, that fucking guy. Fucking American guy.
Did you know there is a novelization of this movie and it's 405 pages?
Nuh-uh.
It's 405.
This is based on a book?
No. They wrote a book after this.
Nuh-uh.
They did it like, how like Star Wars does that?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, dude, why would you pick the snake?
Oh yeah, he microwaves it. I remember this.
Snake. And he hits the snake setting. Is the snake a real setting?
No. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you know that it's not a good, like they knew it was
I think they went back. I think they went back and added this shit.
I don't know, man.
By the way, the Who's Your Daddy Now shit was in that song I was talking about earlier. Remember they used to even do voiceovers from these movies into the song.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, really quickly. So Black Flame published a novelization of this film. 405 pages, contains significant backstories for the characters and introduces other characters that were not featured in the film. Unbelievable.
Interesting.
If I had the time in the world right now, I would absolutely read this.
100%.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I do not. I wonder if you can even buy, where can I even buy this book? Or whether, I'm going to go to my local Barnes & Noble and be like, hi, yeah, do you guys have Snakes on a Plane, the novel?
The novel, please.
I want to know how many people actually read that.
I bet there's more than you think. I mean, there's one person on this podcast, at least, that's going to read it.
We should have a book club. Why do we not do
Book Club?
Bro Force Squad book club?
Snake Vision Waterfall.
Yeah, here we go. These snakes, man, they're not tired.
Man, they're on that pheromone shit.
Oh, there we go.
So wait, did she fall and hit her head, and that's why she was knocked out? She hasn't been bit yet?
Yeah, I don't think she's been bit.
Is she going after the dog? Is that what's happening?
I think so. Or she's like, who are you asking for help? Who's going to help you in this situation?
Honestly, you probably have a bet. Snake Vision Waterfall. That was a great catch. A great catch.
So we thought he was a bad guy first, right?
Yeah. But now he's just trying to get some. See, that's what I'm saying. It would probably be easier and better to just try and run through it to the front than to just fucking stand there, right?
Yeah, exactly. 100%. By the way, you can buy the book new on Amazon for $16.48.
$16.48? Are you kidding me?
According to Amazon, there's one left by this distributor. But you can buy it used for $5.43.
This is a $9.99 movie to begin with. Or book, excuse me.
Yeah. I'm intrigued. This is what I'm going to request for my birthday. Dude, I would let these kids die. I'm like, come on, guys. We're not going to save these kids at this point.
Yeah, I mean, he's you saw the other people, right? He's pretty. That's right. Okay, here's another question. this kid gets bit, and his arm swells up, like he's not feeling good. Shit sucks, right? But you have all these other people that got bit once, and they're like foaming at the mouth and dead like immediately.
I guess it depends on the snake, right? How venomous it is.
Doing? Why is she
gonna...
bringing the...
It was also her last day of retirement. Everyone's last day before retirement.
Everyone's last day.
I'm kind of...
Oh, we don't... The baby? No, the baby's dead, right? Yeah, baby's gone.
Let's see. Yeah, I can't... There's nothing on Wikipedia about that flight attendant. Oh, that's why she went back there to help the baby. Like...
There's no way that was the baby that was in that little cradle thing.
You're saying the baby grew up. Fuck. All right, I'm drinking. You got to smoke that whole joint every time they do snake vision.
Right? Oh,
ooh.
She got bit. She got bit.
Sacrificed. That was very honorable of her. And she gets paid probably jack shit, you know? Sad. What these flight attendants will do for us.
Living paycheck to paycheck.
See, I'm just saying, like, I think the acting's decent for an obviously shit movie.
Yeah, they take it seriously. They're trying, but like at the same time, they know what they're making.
Oh no, man! I think they think it's good.
Oh, homeboy got bit. Just drink this water. You'll be all right.
Yeah. Walk it off.
Walk it off. Oh, that's right, because they also got to figure out now the antivenoms. And
they have
describe the snakes. They not on the plane, but yeah, they're going to L.A.
I mean, like, honestly, at this point, if I'm in a plane and this happens to me, like, I just assume I'm not going to make it. Like, so there was a time I went on a bachelor party once where I was in the middle, like, I was 4 hours away from any civilization. I was in between the border of Idaho and Oregon on a river. Rafting, there was no cell reception. We basically had to take all of our food and supplies with us. And I just remember one night I was camping and I felt like I got bit by something in the tent. And I remember being like, well, if that was poisonous, this is it. Like, there's nowhere I can go. Like,
actually, to be a pretentious douchebag, poison is ingested, venom is injected. So technically, is that bug venomous?
Yes, was that bug venomous?
Yes.
But fun fact, spoilers, it was not. I did survive. But
that dropper of liquid that I put in your beer the other day, though, that was poison.
That is true. It has infected me greatly. But I just think it's funny when like that.
I'm surprised you're still living. I thought you were dead by now.
It's not real life what I do. I just basically coast. But it is funny when you have those moments. I would feel like that on the plane. I think that level of, which is funny when people are being scared of flying, right? Because like technically flying is safer than driving. Yeah. Like you're more likely to get killed on the way to the airport. Ooh, that's a graphic scene. Fuck. Yeah. So like, I think there's an element of being out of your control.
Holes through people.
Yeah, man. I think they went up the butthole up all the way through the mouth. Interesting. All those security, everything we did, we weren't checking for snakes. This is like.
Is that the dude from fucking Ant-Man?
He's been in a lot too. This is like the Air Bud situation where they're like, nothing in the rule book about a dog playing on the basketball team. They're like, we did all these security measures, but no one thought to look up snakes on the plane.
Right.
It's like, if it's not in our FBI or TSA handbook, why would we check for it? The best poisonous snake expert in my time zone. That makes no sense. And they say, I need him in my... Why do they have to be in the time zone?
Just, legal reasons.
I don't want to inconvenience someone who's sleeping. I don't trust
you got bit
any
on the
snake.
Ass?
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's not a bad place to get bit, right?
There's a lot of meat there.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like it's either gonna hurt worse or
Oof.
like not at all.
So, yeah, I mean, if I'm gonna get bit anywhere, it's probably gonna be on my ass. Like that, I would
This
have to
lady's
choose.
like, here, allergic guy's wife, take my baby.
Olive oil. I don't think airplanes. I mean, maybe for first class they give olive oil. I was like,
yeah, what does a plane have olive oil for?
is this true? Now I'm wondering if we're getting some science here
No,
on.
you can't. No, I'm like 99% sure that you cannot suck poison out. And also, there's no fucking
Venom,
have,
Mr.
God
Pretentious.
damn it! Damn
you
it.
are walking around being all holier than thou, and now. Did she just chug olive oil? Is that what she did?
Yeah, she took a shot of olive oil. It's really what gets you going. No, I don't think you can. Oh.
This kid is braver than me. I'd be like,
No
ah! Oh, there you go.
I'd just say no. Like, I'd rather die than give him like a stick or something to. Give him like a stick or something to bite on.
Is he getting turned on by this?
I don't know.
Because he goes, that's what I'm talking about. Like, she's sucking the poison out of a venom out of the kid's arm.
Almost got it.
Yeah, they are. He's like, I got bit too. I'm like, dude, that was a child. What are we doing here? Would you suck venom out of my butt if it was life or death situation?
Only venom?
Only venom.
I would do whatever it takes to save you, Cycly.
Thank you, Banner. I would not. I'm just kidding. When we do our Broforce Squad trust, our Broforce Squad retreats where we do like trust falls and venom sucking, we get very extreme to see how much we care about each other.
Practice.
I love that Samuel L. Jackson's like, we got to protect this guy at all costs. At this point, do you really care? I guess he's a major witness in a major Hawaiian mafia team, but.
So here's a question. This is 2006, and they were looking for a razor like on the plane. I don't get this. Why are they spraying it with? That is not what. Have you ever actually fired a fire extinguisher before?
I have not, and I feel like, and I know where ours is.
Way different than that. Than like what the movie.
Well, I would also feel like it's something that in every household, and you think would be like, but I feel like I don't actually know how to do it. I'm sure it's not hard, but like in a moment of panic,
squeeze. Yeah, I had to do it one time at our house. We had a porch light that a bird put its nest in, and it got too hot and caught the bird's nest on fire.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was intense. And like
was this at your current house?
Yeah.
When did this happen?
It was like when we first moved in. It was like
Jesus.
Yeah, it was like 10 years ago. Who the fuck is this bald-headed?
This is the snake expert.
Oh, the snake expert in his time zone.
In the time zone, yes.
Yeah, there's a guy in mountain time zone that's way better, but
yeah, he's a PhD. This guy we got is only a master. He's like, but what time zone is he in? Yeah. Mountain time? No way.
Now the guy that's in the South, he just learned everything on YouTube.
Yeah,
that's
which I would trust.
Honestly, probably.
And also, like, if his intent, like, I would understand if he said, who's the best snake expert in the city? Because that's like, that means he wants him there in person. But time zone in LA, you're talking about someone who could be in fucking Washington or Oregon.
Also, they're 150 miles from LA. Like, honestly, real time, they're probably already there.
I was going to say, 150 miles, like, 30 minutes ago. That's definitely... If you're flying, 500 miles an hour is probably around, right? Like 400, 500?
Yeah. And a big-ass plane like that bitch is going to go far.
I just don't know unless you had I can't remember this part of the movie. Like, how are they going to...
This is kind of that second act lull, if I remember. They're just like, people are dying. We need to save them. How do we save them? You got to figure this out. Yeah, we're almost exactly halfway through.
Which is funny. That's where they try to take it semi-serious. Because if they were in on the joke, this movie would have been like an hour and 25 minutes.
Yeah. Okay, I'll give you that.
I do remember, and this isn't like overly long. It's not like 2.5 hours or anything like. But this movie is like a respectable time. Like,
yeah,
they develop it. They don't just go, here's some fucking snakes and everyone panics.
If you go into this knowing it's going to be a stupid, funny, or like a stupid, fun movie, it is a fucking blast.
It takes itself seriously enough to where you can be. Like, they drew a line where they could have just totally honed it in and been gimmicky and just put this on the Sci-Fi Channel. But like, I mean,
this was about to drop on Sci-Fi and Universal's like, whoa, hold up. We want that.
When did Sharknado first come out? Let's see.
That was like
2013.
13. Okay, this was 2006.
So 7 years earlier. I just feel like this movie did inspire just dramatic disaster movies with animals. Like,
yeah, now Sharknado after the first one was just absolutely bonkers.
Are you saying the first one was semi-realistic? Is that what you're...
No. But I'm saying the first one's like, oh, it's something we haven't seen before. It's just like snakes on a plane. But then they were like, Sharknado 2, Sharknado 6. Whatever.
Oh, yeah. Aren't they all? Like, I don't know. It's become the land before time.
It really has.
Yes, get mad at the FBI agent and blame him. Why are there snakes? This is your fault. So those 450 snakes, there were 30 different species.
Okay, so it was only 30 different kinds of snakes.
Well, no, 450 snakes with 30 different species.
Okay.
Damn. I like how this is written. The Scarlet King snake was stood in for coral snakes. I'm like, are we acting like they're actors now?
Yeah. Look up how many snakes did they use in Indiana Jones?
There's no way.
There's a fuck ton of snakes in there. No, there's some nerd out there that counted how many snakes there are.
Let's see. It said originally thought about 2,000 snakes would get the job done. He was wrong.
Ooh.
4,005, so about 6,500.
Holy
snakes
shit!
In the pit of snakes.
Well,
it says I don't know. It says Spielberg. It says Spielberg initially brought in 2,000 snakes for the scene, but he realized he couldn't get any wide shots without showing how much ground was covered in snakes. So made a few calls and got another 4,500 snakes delivered to the set. Where do you get? Who has that many snakes?
2,000 snakes doesn't quite do it. I need a little bit more. Let me get 150% more of my original order.
I just don't. Where do you even order that many steaks? Honestly, like, who has thousands and thousands of snakes?
I don't know.
And then how do you sort them if you accidentally mix the snakes? Like, whoa, that one was my snake. Hey, Bob, you got the Dr. Pepper, so you owe an extra couple bucks. Like, that's your snake. No, that's not your snake. That's my snake. How does this work? I'm very intrigued.
Yeah, I don't know. Now, I know in Indiana Jones, and I'm sure they use similar techniques in this, that scene where the big cobra jerks up and just about fucking woo.
I thought you were going to say the cobra jerks off. I was like, that is a deleted scene.
Right in his face and it all bows up to him. That, the snake actually did that, but they had a plexiglass window that they super cleaned that they filmed through.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm 87% sure I remember seeing
That's a pretty decent percentage.
Yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, Harrison Ford hates snakes as well. So he was genuinely terrified in that.
Okay, so I found another source, and this is probably maybe a little more reputable. It's BuzzFeed. Over 7,000 snakes.
I mean, that's in line with the 6,500.
Yeah. To shoot the well, this says to shoot the Well of Souls scene, they originally had 1,000 snakes, but wasn't enough. Then they tried 2,000. Snakes still didn't cover the floor. Producers ended up getting an additional 7,000. So that's saying like 9,000 snakes.
Damn.
I mean, honestly, how do you are the snakes at that point getting on top of each other? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, sorry, we're learning about the snakes in cinema.
Snake cinema history.
Ooh, that could
so
be a good
again,
side.
Does a cockpit really have like a fucking fire axe?
I would feel like a fire axe makes sense. Because think about if a plane crash happens and like they survive, but the elements of maybe they crash in the jungle and like they have to break things open because like the door is stuck. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
I think a fire axe makes more sense. I guarantee you, like crews in locked places have a knife, something sharp to cut. Because for emergencies, you'd have to.
Yeah, maybe they have like an emergency toolbox.
I wish he goes, we got to get people upstairs. It's safer up there. I wish the flight attendant was like, I am sorry, sir. The upstairs is reserved for first class passengers.
First class members only.
You have to purchase an upgrade. So when do we get the line? It's been a long time. I
want to say it's either coming up or it's like, yeah, I want to say it's coming up.
Because I'm going to be honest with you, not saying I'm not enjoying the film, but how do they squeeze another 40 minutes out of this? Like in just terms of
honest with you,
drama.
I remember like the very end, but I don't remember like any of the second act.
Like, because it's going to be a continuation of, I mean, that's fine. It's very realistic. They're giving us the play-by-play, like a fun fact of like, this is all shot in real time, you know?
But so it's like, probably 4 in the morning. They took a red eye, right?
Oh, God.
What? Did you see that? What kind of snake does that to you?
By the way, did you also see the editing? They did a wide shot and the like goo that was coming out of his eyes were gone.
Yeah.
So continuity error.
Oh, so we have another mass murder here.
Yes, this is Revenge of the Snakes. Empire Snakes Strike Back. They thought their wall of suitcases would help them.
Oh.
Honestly, in this situation, I'd rather just go early. Ooh, I wonder if that was
this is that big ass.
That's what I was wondering. Yeah. Look at this boy. Oh man. Do you remember when you came and visited a few weeks ago? That fucking snake we saw at the zoo?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck that.
Fuck all of that. I don't do snakes. Now I will say, like, now I believe that's the same snake that starred in Harry Potter, the first one.
Yeah, which I was really proud of him. You know. Yeah. Because he kind of just cashed in.
Yeah. He wanted to prove that he's a true artiste.
Oh, that is not a fun way to die.
Where did all these fucking... Yeah, that hurt. Where did all these fucking people come from? Like, the plane was not Snake Vision Waterfall. This was not...
Dude!
Whoa! I don't remember that. What a fucking dude.
My God. I'm so glad my dogs are not in the room for that.
Wow.
Oh. All right, you got to carry this over. I'm going to be right back.
All right. That is insane. And now the snake is getting him. He's like, look, I didn't want the dog. That was a fucked up thing to do, and you made me kill the dog. So now I'm just going to squeeze you to death. Honestly, the CGI is not great in this. I'm still shocked that they used so many snakes. Like, what did they do? CGI over them again? Is he gonna eat this whole dude? Oh my God! I'm gonna have to have Ronnie research that. Oh shit!
Okay, can I go back to that dog scene? Because one, as a lover of dogs, that was heartbreaking.
You missed it, man. You missed it. The guy that threw the dog, the snake went and squeezed him, and he had blood coming out of his like eyes and his fucking nose.
And rightfully so, you're sacrificing a dog.
Then the snake ate his head.
God, I hate when that happens. It's like a Tuesday for me. But like in his defense, while that was probably, as a dog lover, that's a horrible thing. It's the right call, guys. If a snake's coming for you and it's like a dog's running at you, like a vicious dog, and you have a piece of raw meat, like you're gonna throw like. I'm not blaming the guy. I have 2 dogs, love them to death, but I think it's the right call.
Now I think that you gotta have a little bedside manner there.
Yeah, you could be like, "Hey, I'm really sorry about this, but it's how we save."
This is great. I remember this part. This happens every time we're actually watching the movie.
What's
Rick?
That? We're actually, yeah. I did.
Rick is back.
When did you say you saw this last?
I actually watched it probably 3 or 4 years ago. I've watched it since we've had the podcast, so in the last 5 years.
Yeah, I think I watched this. Oh, this is smart. That's smart play. I remember watching this in my college house, so it was probably like 2009 or 10 when I first saw this, and probably the only time I saw it. This is a smart play, though. I like it in movies where they don't treat the like whether it's the victim or victims like idiots. Like when they actually come up with decent plans.
Well, and they're realistic. Like a plane would have a raft.
Yeah.
Now, whether it would fit the stairwell exactly, I don't know, but everybody gets lucky sometimes.
Did you see that line just now? She like did a little tourniquet for him, and he's like, "Can I have your shirt too?" And she looks at him and he's like, "Gotta try, right?" I'm like, he's always got to be that guy.
Oh, always. Just a fucking sleazebag.
I love it. Like, again, if you're going down, might as well shoot your shot.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
And if you're me, you miss 100% of most of the shots you take. And yeah, the math works out there, so don't worry about it.
Yeah.
60% of the time, it works every time.
18 out of 47. It's good average.
I mean, if you're baseball.
So
I like the Google back then.
Yeah, I was gonna say we still don't know what snakes we have.
Also, how does he have Wi-Fi in a car in 2006?
It's the FBI, man. You know they're like 10 years ahead of everybody.
That's right. I'm trying to even remember. I remember my freshman year of college. We didn't have Wi-Fi yet. I had to do Ethernet. Local hookup.
There was Wi-Fi, but it wasn't like the coverage wasn't great. Like you literally had to be inside the library, or on like in the basement of the dorms. Other than that, you had to Ethernet.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like when Wi-Fi became. I think it was really my sophomore year, so like the very next year.
Yeah.
That was like so. That would have been your freshman year. So that makes sense.
That would have been my freshman year. Yeah.
Oh, see, she's talking about early retirement. I love this. I love when people die and they're like, I was so close to retirement.
Did they want to make her like, oh, it's the mom that's going to take care of everybody person and like super heartfelt death? Like they didn't, I'm not going to give them credit for this. They didn't sell me on her.
Well, I do love when she's like, you saved my baby. And she's like, I would be like, bitch, I wish I hadn't. Like, I have a family of my own, and now I'm dying for a baby I'll never have known and will never remember me. Like, I'm glad that I'll be a hero for 10 seconds, but...
Uh-oh. The air's not recirculating, so they're going to die. They're all going to die.
Spoilers, man. So you would be really good in this situation if, like, it was like fish on a plane.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I could definitely hold my own with the fish on the plane.
I don't think that movie would be as scary.
Yeah, I don't do snakes and possums.
What possums are great. They just look mean. They're nice.
They do look mean, but like when their head's all fucking backwards and they pretend they're dead and they look at you all like, ah!
Yeah, but they're super sweet. They eat ticks and stuff.
They also can't. They also don't transmit disease, which is actually
So I'm saying possums are like definition of don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah, all right, but still, like I'm not gonna fuck with like a possum.
If it was possums on a plane, it'd be very tick and disease free. It's like, oh, that's the plane I want to be on.
I mean, fuck. When you're right.
Would snakes be your? I think snakes is definitely up there for everyone. And I'm trying to think of like other animals. Inherently, even putting rats on a plane, even though they wouldn't kill you per se by like poisoning you or giving you venom, would inherently cause mass chaos to where people I think would get hurt.
I mean, I think if you release any animal on a plane in that fashion that happened in this movie, there's gonna be mass chaos.
Except the fish.
No, I'm pretty sure people would be like, "What the fuck are fish coming out of the ceiling?"
Right, but I think
I'm also pretty sure they would notice. They're like, "What the fuck is that smell?"
Why is this clownfish just flopping around? Now there's inner fighting, guys. We can't fight, man. The snakes are the real enemy. We can't fight each other. Ooh.
Now what?
That's embarrassing for an FBI agent, man.
That really is.
That's like... Dude, like, you cannot get your gun taken from you.
No.
And it wasn't even a vicious fight. He just kind of, like, grabbed him.
Just like you might as well just give that. You might as well just give that guy like your keys to the office. Like, sorry, you're done.
This is really just terrible. Like, does anyone actually want the gun? Because Samuel L. Jackson literally just took it.
I mean, I'm no expert, but I'm pretty sure shooting a gun on a plane is one of the worst ideas.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess you don't want to shoot at the snakes, but man, they started shooting first. Just don't aim at a window.
Pretty sure a bullet could still go through like the side of a plane, not a window.
I mean, in
fact, I would argue that the windows may even be stronger. Like, aren't they like bulletproof windows?
I don't think so. I don't think they intend to be bulletproof. I mean, maybe Air Force One. I don't think your Southwest flight from Tulsa to Amarillo is going to have bulletproof windows. Like that's a lot of expense.
We all have to survive for this lady.
She's dead, guys. I'm sorry. I wish it was like she turned around and she was a snake. That would be.
She just got two snakes hanging out of her eyes. No, even better, it's in her hair like Medusa.
Oh my gosh. Like, they don't even know each other. I need you to be strong. I'd be like, you don't know me at all.
I mean, seriously, they're about to fuck right now.
I mean, honestly, I would be like, hey, this is probably the end. So you wanna have some fun? Join the Mile High Club.
So they gotta go turn the air conditioning back on. Whoa, shit!
What if the snakes were like?
What is that?
What if the snakes were like doing it?
Yeah, that's fucked up. You're such a cockbox, Samuel L. Jackson.
What is that?
They have a flamethrower?
Oh, she did like suck it to hairspray. I like it.
Again, like a lighter on a plane. Because that was like a big fucking deal.
Yeah, I think that's just like it's like nail clipper. Like, they're like paranoid about everything now.
Yeah.
I'm like, I think, I mean, what is a lighter really going to do unless you have something to ignite? And where is this plane flying to? It would be in Chicago by now.
Right? Yeah, we're halfway to New York now.
like seriously, who? Like, they should have just made it believable. Like, why didn't they say like 5 minutes after takeoff, like, hey, we're 500 miles from LA when this all goes
right.
down?
Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but a flight from Hawaii to LA is, depending on what island you go to, is between 4 and 5 hours.
Which is not bad.
It's not a terrible flight, but it's also like, what is that, 2,000 miles? As the crow flies?
That makes sense. Yeah, as the crow flies, as the plane flies. Like, My wife and I just booked flights to Germany, and those are going to be 8 to 9 hour flights.
Yeah,
I mean, the Qatar one, the one I talked about that had the staircase, that was 16 hours. 16-hour flight, dude.
That's a lot of sitting your ass down in a fucking chair.
I wouldn't mind being in this movie because it'd be like in this plane because they're like, I would sit and watch a movie and then take a lap. I would literally just take a lap around the entire airplane. Like Robin was sitting, my wife was like Robin Sparkles, who's been on the pod before. She was doing squats at the front of the plane.
That's insane.
Like you have to.
Yeah. Yeah.
At least these guys, I mean, they're getting cardio by the snakes, like. I don't trust him. He's up to something. I'm sorry about pushing you. And then he just does it again. This is I mean, do you remember if anything goes on with him?
I don't necessarily believe so.
I don't believe him. Okay, hold on. Don't remind me if you remember. Is there an additional twist to this?
I mean, what do you mean? What's the first twist?
I don't know that there's snakes on a plane.
I mean, the ending did kind of shock me. I will say that.
Is there okay? So there is something else. Like
there's something
not
that
like
you're like, oh fuck, what? Like you're really confused for like 15
Samuel L.
seconds.
Jackson is a snake the whole time. Like, is that kickboxing guy actually bad? He's an undercover snake.
I don't think there's anything.
I have no. If there's a twist here, I really don't remember what it is.
I don't think it's a twist. There's more just a like, whoa, didn't see that shit coming.
They all die. I mean, I would respect that. Oh, bam!
Snake vision waterfall. This is some bad CGI, guys. I'm sorry.
Would a snake immediately just die by getting heat on it?
I mean, yeah, they're cold-blooded, man.
Oh. Is that how it works?
Yeah.
If you're cold-blooded, you get a little warm, you die?
Yeah.
I mean, we're warm-blooded, and we get cold, we don't die.
Yeah, we do.
I mean, if someone shot a snowblower on me, I wouldn't immediately die.
I mean, I guess you're right. You seen Encino Man? Brendan Fraser.
Encino Man?
Oh yeah, dude. Brendan Fraser, Pauly Shore.
What?
What the fuck is that other guy? Sean Astin?
Sean Astin?
Pretty sure that's his name.
No, I know who Sean Astin is. The guy in Lord of the Rings and in Goonies.
Yeah. Yep.
And Stranger Things.
Dude, it's a great movie. Fun fact, it was like one of the first 4 or 5 DVDs that I ever got.
Oh, they got the air conditioning. So the air conditioning coming on, is that helpful? I can't remember. What was it?
I think that's like
to reduce them having pheromones?
Fresh air.
Well, yes, but what about does it impact the snakes at all?
No, I think it is literally just.
Was someone like, I'm really hot. Can someone turn the air on? He's like, I'll do it.
He shot a snake with a fucking harpoon gun on a plane.
Shot.
Again, I wouldn't shoot a harpoon gun on a plane.
Because it has a harpoon gun. Because just in case there are fish on the plane, like I was warning.
Why are you transporting one from Hawaii to LA?
A fish?
A
fish or a snake? Yeah. Because in case you're whale hunting while you're in the air.
Oh, that makes sense.
Who's this guy?
This is the guy that sold them all the snakes. And if he was running like that, they'd have capped him from the fucking helicopter.
Yeah, why are you... First of all, he's just a businessman. He's just doing business, man. Like, is it... He didn't know what they were going to use the snakes for. He just saw the Craigslist ad. It's like, hey, anyone have 1,000 snakes?
The big problem is that they just need to know what snakes were sold for the antivenom.
So they were like, we just want to talk?
Yeah, they just want to talk. Definitely not arrested for illegal snake trading.
I mean, who said it's illegal? So much for a free country, you know? Oh, I love the snakes getting upset. Like, no, not our dad, no.
I love in movies how easy it is for glass to break.
Oh, well, like someone falls on it.
Yeah, like if you fell into that tank, that shit would just fucking hurt. It wouldn't break.
I also, again, like the anti-venom thing, I'm like, I mean, that's a lot of people like who got bit by different snakes. Like, how are they going to know who is what?
Yeah. I mean, just dose them up with everything.
I still think, like, back to our original conversation, this movie, all of this seems like, again, like the runtime, the hour 45 minutes, they're taking this ridiculous concept seriously. They're trying to make it good. I don't think it's gimmicky enough. The only gimmick is the couple having, you know, the dick biting, the nipple biting, and the inherent snakes on a plane.
The snake button on the microwave.
Yeah, the snake button. How does your microwave not say that?
I guess I have an older model.
You've never had good snakes on it.
Yeah. Not a big snake guy, to be honest with you.
I'm just saying, like, I think I stand by, like, this movie is holding up in my head when I originally saw it, being like, for a ridiculous concept, they really do try to make it decent. Like, they could have made it, I mean, inherently, is this a bad movie? Yeah. But they could have made this just pathetically bad and, like, ridiculous. No, so I don't.
Did a great job. This is the best movie that this movie could have been.
And I think you could argue that people who wanted to see this movie wanted something more gimmicky. You know, like, I mean, I think sometimes, like, you go see snakes on a plane and you're like, dude, what am I watching all of a sudden? Like, we're actually cheering and rooting for these characters.
Oh, yeah.
But I do like.
I remember another. I don't want to call it a twist.
No,
but I remember.
Don't tell me. I don't know anything at this point.
Yeah.
Also, I love that.
It's just like, what the fuck.
It's all up to the pilot now. I will say the main character, obviously Samuel L. Jackson is the main character, but like the guy he's defending really does not have a major role in this movie. He has hardly any lines.
No, which is probably a good thing.
It always sucks. Yeah, like I'm like, no, I think the pilot's dead, guys. Don't know why you're expecting. God. Oh yeah, we haven't gotten the line yet, have we?
We haven't. I think we're about to get it.
Anyone can fly a plane. Oh, I was right. I was making that up. It's like me if they ever go, is there a doctor on this plane? I'm like, yes, I am a Juris Doctor. I have landed a plane in video games.
Yep.
Oh, that's what they're doing. Is that the twist you were referencing?
Yeah. Kenan Thompson is about to land this motherfucking
What
plane.
if, like, all of a sudden Kel showed up? He's like, who knows how to land a plane? I do. Kenan's like, if I'm going to do this, I need my co-pilot.
And some orange soda.
Okay, I think we're about to get it. Wow, there we go.
God, delivered so beautifully.
Oh, man. I do think, like, that should have come after him killing a snake. So, you know what I mean?
Agree. Yeah. I think one snake should have somehow, like, got through up there and he, like, shoots it or... Yeah, something stabs it maybe.
It's like one of those things that, like, you know how, like, there's a phrase for this, but, like, how the Luke, I am your father, like, people will say it's like, I am your father. But in real life, in the movie, it's like, no, I am your father. Like, it's not the way that everyone thinks they remember it. I feel like that's one of those things. Like, of course Samuel L. Jackson killed a fucking snake and then goes, I've had it with these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane. Not that I'm comparing Empire Strikes Back to Snakes on a Plane.
Nah, I'm pretty sure that's exactly what you were doing.
Well, I'm sure it's not the first time. Both just classics, both in my top 15. So.
Yo, this movie's a lot better than I remember it. Like
That's what I'm saying.
I'm really enjoying. But again, it's not a good movie. It's just well done.
That's what I'm saying. That's my point. Like the movie takes itself seriously in a really gimmicky way.
Why did he shoot the windows?
To get all the snakes sucked out of there, and then eventually it will pressurize, and then they'll be, oof. Yeah, bye snakes.
Oh, I see.
Oh, that's. Yeah, and then eventually it will pressurize, right?
Yeah, how do you
I always wanted to open a window on a plane.
Yeah, I've always wondered. I assume obviously I don't want to be on one with somebody with a gun, but Mythbusters, are they still a thing? Can they fly a plane and shoot the window for me?
I'm sure there'd be a lot of safety guidelines about that. I'm pretty sure it would, inherently could suck you out a window. At that elevation, at that speed.
I want some real-time research of what that would look like.
I mean, think about when you're in an ocean, the how you're getting sucked under by that current and things like that.
Yeah, science. So hey, this guy that's played a video game, let's land this big ass fucking plane. Ooh. That has a giant.
Did they not strap themselves in at all? They're just like, I'll hold on to this.
When you can just hold on to something.
Yeah. Not the pretty girl, no. Oh, no. Oh, nice job.
Oh, good catch.
So you're saying there's inherent, not a twist, but something else?
Yeah, there's something else happen. Uh-oh.
Dude, could you imagine, these snakes are going to land somewhere. I don't know if snakes are going to land on impact of the land, but
I mean, they're still over the ocean right now, allegedly.
Ooh,
see,
that was
him eating the fucking Americans guy.
Oh.
Yeah, I think you were taking a piss at that time.
Yeah, no, that's what you're talking about. Yeah, they're over the ocean. You're right.
Yeah.
Kenan's not in enough movies, man. He's been on SNL for. Isn't he the longest? I think he's the longest running cast member.
Really?
I think so.
Ever or just active?
Ever, I'm pretty sure.
That's that's crazy. And when you think about it, all that was essentially a kid's version of Saturday Night Live.
I remember maybe I was just past that point. Maybe I was slightly older. I remember liking the early on all that, and I remember watching it a little later and being like, "This is really bad."
Oh yeah, well, they changed the entire cast of it at one point.
Yeah, I think I remember
all over. And when that
happened, just times well with getting older.
Yeah.
I like this guy, the air traffic controls, sir, you really have never loaded. Dude, we're in an emergency situation. We're not able to be pick and choosy right now.
Yeah. What
are we supposed to say? Well, there's no one else literally on this plane that volunteered for this role. So
does that date this movie that he goes, is that an Xbox or a PlayStation? A PlayStation 2.
Oof. There's I can't remember what rap song it is, but someone's there's a rap song that it's super famous, but they're because it's one of those from our generation that we would always rap, and it's I think he talks about having a PlayStation 2 in the car. I think it's ludicrous. And you're just oh yeah, PlayStation 2, baby.
It's is it Exhibit Pimp My Ride?
Well, those were they always did that.
Yeah.
We heard you
had. Yeah, we heard you wanted a TV in your car, so we put one in.
Those episodes were always insane. We I don't think they made them drivable cars. At that point.
One of them they had a fucking grill in the back.
Yeah, I'm dude, I'm thinking this back to my poor neighborhood. This is not gonna work well for me.
Yeah.
That was the show. I don't even know if I don't know the last time I watched MTV, but like that was the genre of like they had so many gimmicky reality TV shows. Nowadays I'm pretty sure planes just fly themselves, so
more or
just
less.
push a button. I think it's just like a takeoff button, a fly button, and then land button.
Again, why are they like everybody walking around?
Well, the plane was pressurized by now.
No. Like why don't you sit down for landing when you have a guy like a PlayStation expert landing your fucking plane?
They're flight attendants. The rules aren't made for them. They're there to instruct the rules.
Fair enough.
He did it, man.
Does he know what the brakes are?
Yeah, I don't
like.
even,
Is that like? I honestly like. I don't see how playing a PlayStation translates to flying and actually.
Also,
flying.
I just feel like why are they being so mean to him? He's clearly not a pilot. He's just like he's stepping up when they needed him.
Fucking left, Troy.
Why are they like? I'd be like, dude, it's not his fault. That'd be so funny if they had him pull up right to like the gate. Like it just stopped perfectly.
Yeah. He gets on the PA system.
Thank you for flying South Pacific Airlines. We know you have a choice. We know you have plenty of choices when you fly. Thank you for choosing us. If this is your connecting destination, please see an attendant for your connecting flight. If this is your final destination, please enjoy LA, where it's a balmy 70 degrees. That's when you know we fly too much. I've heard that. Fucking Randy and his high score, bitch. I'd be celebrating. Again, I think they were like the air traffic control people. Like, get off your high horse, dude. See, if you get bit on the ass, you're good.
Yeah.
I think it will just take a while for that venom to get you. Damn straight.
Yeah, I think there's one more. I was like, oh fuck.
See, I don't remember any of this part at all. It was all this. Yeah, here we go. Okay, are there any stakes left, or they all get?
I mean, surely there's some left, right? Like, there's 400 snakes.
See, I know this sounds really weird, but like,
I was obviously literally going to say the same thing.
Yeah, I've always wanted to do this, even though it means I was on a really dramatic situation on the plane, so I really don't want to do this, but it does look kind of fun. I'd be pretty mad if I was the mob and spent all that money on snakes. It didn't work out.
Like this super elaborate plan. Like, why don't we just like? There had to have been easier ways to get to him, right?
And it can't be cheap, right, to buy all those snakes.
No.
Did the rapper just say he needs oxygen right away?
I think so, because he would know.
Wow, he drew the snake.
That was very accurate.
Yeah, I like this guy. He's like, yeah, I definitely believe the drawing of a 9-year-old. That's absolutely accurate.
That's it.
Yep. There's a cobra, right? The kids probably only know what a cobra. Like when I was that age, that's all I thought all snakes were.
Everything was either a cobra or a boa constrictor.
Yeah, like, did you ever see Anaconda? I've actually never seen it.
I think I've seen it once. Yeah.
Do you remember if it was good? Oh no! Is this the twist? No. God.
He shot him. He fucking shot him.
Oh my god.
He fucking shot Sean, his key witness.
But he shot the snake.
Okay, Sam Jackson was like, "Yo, I need to do that again. We gotta do another take. That was fun."
That's what I would be like. I couldn't breathe? What? That's a weird thing to say. Oh, nice. He was prepared.
Yeah.
It's an honor. I think the flight attendant's like, ooh, who's this girl?
Kenny.
Oh, he's straight. That's so funny. That's the actual twist. That's the twist you were talking about. I hope everyone's like, wait, what? Yeah. That's funny. That'd be hilarious if that was like the twist. Yeah, he was straight the whole time.
He was straight the whole time. All right. Like this. I don't remember. Did they kiss?
I don't remember. I'm just saying. I think it's hilarious.
I'm gonna say no. I don't think they kiss.
She was so mean to him at the beginning of the film for no reason.
She was. It's because she liked him. It's like when you're in 3rd grade and they pick on you and they like you.
I thought that's what boys did.
No, I think boys in 3rd grade just pick their nose.
I always thought those were the boys pulling the hair and stuff. Oh, getting the number, huh? Damn, this made everyone on this flight. I guess they had to we were still alive. Like, oh, there's the kiss. Like, it made everyone thirsty, dude.
This
I guess if I
this is also dating me because like now, like people don't write phone numbers down. Right?
I don't think the only phone numbers I still remember are the ones from high school because we all memorize each other's numbers. Other than my wife's number, I don't know any number.
I barely remember mine and my wife's number. Other than that, and my mom's because it's one number different than mine.
Like I remember Jeff's number because that's like I think he might remember mine. I think Robin's, my parents' numbers and sister's numbers, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Is that actual Samuel L. Jackson? Are we getting in the...
honestly, probably. I could see Samuel L. Jackson. Because he looks like he's struggling.
Yeah. I want the Snakes on a Plane Part 2, the court case about the Hawaiian mob.
Oh my God. Make it like
it's a completely different
crime.
Yeah, snakes in a courtroom. The judge is like, I've had it with these motherfucking snakes in my motherfucking courtroom.
It's all about the trial of the guy that planned it all.
Yeah. If we have a 450-page novelization, there's a mid-credit scene? Oh, is it like the rapper? I don't even think I remember this.
That song is playing, though, the one you're talking about.
Yeah. Oh, no, this is the music video.
Oh, I forgot they used to do this.
Yeah, this is the music video to that song. That's you know awesome. What, to be honest with you, obviously we can't play the song on this for copyright purposes, but like, I remember it is a dumb song, but I really remember liking it. Like, it's kind of a banger. It's really fun.
It's catchy.
Yeah. Like, it'd be really weird if you heard this, like, you're at a brewery or something and you heard this playing. You're like, is this the Snakes on a Plane song?
Yeah. It would come on right after, like, Stacy's mom.
This is so weird that they did a music video right at the end. Dude, no, the weirdest airport experience. I was at an airport at 5 a.m. once, and they were playing Sandstorm in the TSA line. I am not joking.
Wow.
You remember Sandstorm?
That's insane. Yeah.
I was like, what is happening right now?
They're just getting hyped, man.
Yeah, this is so weird to me.
This
is a way to end. What a fucking...
Yeah, snakes on the carry-on.
And got TSA just not even... What band is this even? Do they even still exist? This is crazy to me. This is peak This feels very 90s, like to have a music
video. It really does, but I mean, this is straight up mid-aughts, man. This is 06.
Yeah. What is this song even called?
I'm gonna get Snakes on a Plane.
It's called Snakes on a Plane. Bring It by Cobra Starship. If you're listening, if you're a little younger than us and this was the first time being introduced to this movie, you've always heard about it and wanted to watch it, and you watched it with us, we appreciate it. But this movie, yes, Cobra Starship. I really have to wonder. Cobra Starship.
Exactly. Nobody knows.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to their Spotify, like go to artist, and I wonder if they even have. No, they have a. No, it's not. Wow, they have. Their last album was in 2011, so it has been a while.
Well, yeah, I mean, they made so much money from this in 06, they really could have just stopped then.
Yeah, well, good for them. But this song is not in their top 5 on Spotify.
It should be.
So.
All right, guys. We have been the Bro Force Squad podcast.
You're not going to end in that voice you started with? You even remember what voice you started with?
No, there's no fucking way I can do that right now. Look, we went to Snake Vision like 15 times. We're the Bro Force Squad podcast. Hit that like and subscribe button on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you're listening. Just hit that follow, like, subscribe, anything like that. Catch all of our content. We are on Twitter at Broforce Squad, Instagram at Broforce Squad. That's 3 words, but I think both of those, there's no spaces in between them. But we are 3 words. Just go to our website, www.broforcesquad.com, and check out all the content that we've got. We post everything on there. For Ronnie Cycli, I'm the mad scientist, Brian Banner. We'll catch you guys on your return flight to Hawaii.
Please put your trables in the upright and locked position. Oh, I'm ready for it. I'm reading about this band. I'm like, wow, he did not. They're officially not together.